Live.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Here. What going on? Jesus. That looks punk rock. Yeah, we'll do that. It looked like Sam Hain. There we go. Let's see. Oh, Momo. Let's see where it goes, right? Is that way better? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Looks like I'm in my pajamas anyways. All right. Let's fuck this football.
Oh, I don't know what this thing is. I think it's a strip show, dance show.
Work there, dude.
Welcome to
DeaconLive.
DeaconLive. Well,
Welcome back, guys, on today's show. Are you ready for the weirdo tech? And also, this lady checked out. Again, got to start over. Can't even read my own handwriting here, so hold on. I know. The best part of it. Welcome back, guys, on today's show. Are you ready for weirdo tech? And this lady checked into an adult-only hotel room and got more than she bargained for. And this woman gets hauled off in handcuffs from the exit row of an airplane. And this little girl picks out a doll that looks just like her. Well, sorta. All this and much more will be discussed here on Deacon Live as we comb through your social feeds and social pages and stuff and get you up to date on the stories you might have missed over the last 7 days or so. All done within 60 minutes. How are you? How are things going? Are you doing all right? I hope you are. You know what? I say shame. Shame on you. Shame on everyone out there. Sorta. Sorta. Why do I say shame? Well, today is the 26th of June. And yesterday, in the news, I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in the news, but one thing that happened all the way back in 2009, I didn't see but one post on my Facebook feed and through my friends list and all that stuff, and I've got a million different friends. I say a million different friends. I think my thing's maxed out at Facebook. I'm going to have to create another account like that. And I didn't see one post about this anniversary of someone's death yesterday. And I waited. I sat around. I watched all day long. You got nothing else to do? No, I got nothing else to do. I didn't see one thing. Actually, I saw one as far as the death of Michael Jackson. He died June 25th, 2009. I didn't see one, hey, let's remember Michael Jackson. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know, we're all in the Juneteenth, and he was a black R&B artist. I didn't see anything to the effects of, Michael Jackson celebrating remembrance or anything like that. I didn't even see. So I kind of poked the bear a little bit, and I said, well, on this day, Farrah Fawcett died, because she died too. He died that morning, and then Farrah Fawcett died, or she died that morning, and he died later on that day. So she kind of got overshadowed by him. So I posted on my Facebook feed, on this day, and I put the article, Farrah Fawcett dies June 25th, 2009. I got 3, cry tear emojis on that, and that was it. Out of the 5,000 some odd people that I have on Facebook, I got 3 teary eyes. Oh yeah, that happened. But back to the Michael Jackson thing. I was thinking that someone was going to call me out and say, hey, don't forget Michael Jackson died today too. That's what I was looking for. That's the debate I was giving you. No one bit. No one took a chunk. Nobody did anything. So I had to ask, excuse me, God almighty, still dealing with this little bit of a bug. I know. It's 3 weeks now. I should go see someone. I didn't have one person say, oh, Michael Jackson died today too. Don't forget him. Nothing. No one. Zippo, nil, nada. Not even a sausage biscuit sandwich was handed to me. So then I got to thinking about it. I was like, well, why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they posting remembrance of Michael Jackson? Why aren't they saying, let's celebrate the life of Michael Jackson? He died, in 2009 today or, yesterday. Is it the macabre of him diddling kids? Because as soon as, he passed away, they released that one concert that when he was getting ready to do and stuff. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's beautiful. That would have been an awesome show. He's such a talented man. And then, the documentaries came out, the behind the scenes and Michael Jackson and that one scene where he's with his cousins and jumping in the pool and he's, oh, don't splash me. If you haven't seen it, search for it. It's a creepy video. Oh, why is he recording? Oh, don't. And these are my cousins and this is my neighbor's kid and this is his sister and we're all kids. We're all playing. Don't be silly. Don't be ridiculous. The whole, to steal some lines from South Park. But if someone would have think about it, white, black, doesn't matter who you are, male, female. If you would have put, on this day, Michael Jackson died, you would have had 50,000 people disagreeing with you. Don't put up that child molester this, child molester, blah, blah. And then you'll have 10 people going, he was a genius, he was master, he changed my life and all that other stuff. I didn't see one thing. Did you see it on your feed? I didn't even see it on news reports, even on TikTok. And TikTok is where, 85% of people under the age of 30 get their news from, which I can understand that. It's quick and easy, and I can, decipher whether I believe in that and not believe in that, because for every story that I believe in, there's 15 stories that say that's wrong. So you got to take the good with the bad, or whatever you want to call it. And I didn't see anything at all. No, tributes, no melodies, no dance videos on TikTok. Instagram didn't see anything at all. The one place that I did see it was when I was going through like all different I was going through like USA Today's Facebook page and just trying to get stories for the show, something that you might have missed from the past 7 days that might have slipped through the cracks of your social feed. And I saw one place that said, on this day, Michael Jackson passed away. And then I looked into those and I saw the comments. I saw the comments that I knew were out there. And they were going, now you can touch kids in hell and hopefully, devil this and ram in the ass and just all these vile, disgusting comments. Funny, but I mean, these disgusting comments and stuff about Michael Jackson. And whether he did it or did not, that's between you and him and whatever God that you believe in. It's, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's the way I kind of look at it. So, I mean, there is a lot of stipulation, like I said, a macabre around, him and dealing with children. So did you put that on your Facebook feed? Did you put that? Did you remember Michael Jackson? And it's a sad shame. Hold on, this fucking thing. I'm calling these people about this. It's a sad shame that, for all these years, I mean, you couldn't go anywhere. He was the most known person across the world. And, then he passes away and then, he got what he deserved. He got the right are saying, well, he got what he deserved. And the left was going, he was a great influence for our time or something like that. All right, guys, we got a big show to get into, lots to get into. Make sure you follow us over on YouTube. And for every podcast we do, we have a matching video. You can see me here in the studio. Hi. Hello. I got my hair. I need a haircut. Okay. I know. Shut up. And, slimming down still going for my 3-mile walk. And just all the stuff that we do here in the studio, you can see it in real time. Plus, we also have articles that have videos, and you can see them in real time as we're talking about them here on the air. So go over to YouTube and just subscribe over there. That's all we care about. It just gives you another avenue, another media source to enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, like I said, lots to talk about. I'm gonna get this. A lot of talk, lots of, I'll try it again. We got a lot to talk about, lots to get into, so stick around. You'll listen to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you, and the way you can be part of the show is go over to Prophet Radio, proud sponsors of Deacon Live. That's PROPHET radio.com. At the top of the page, right there in the middle of the page, when you sign on, says record a message to Deacon Live. And it gives you step-by-step. Step 1, turn on your phone. Step 2, speak into the microphone. Step 3, give yourself a name, and it comes right to our inbox. You can be anonymous if you want. Just speak right into it. We'd love to hear from you, and you can be on this podcast. We broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, in a little town we like to call Marshville. So you can be on the show anytime. If you missed the show, if you missed the deadline this week, don't worry, we'll play it on the very next podcast. Every Wednesday we do this. So we'd love to hear from you as well. Now, we have, I don't know if you heard in the background, we have chickens on our property. And for those of you who don't know, we sit on about, there it is right there. Well, that's our rooster. But we sit on about 22 some odd acres. We have horses. We have a whole bunch of farm life that's here. And one of the things that we do have is chickens. Now, we do sell our eggs to the public. It's kind of like a roadside stand. People drive down our huge driveway here. They come up and ring the doorbell, and I'm like going, yes. And they're like going, can we buy some eggs? Sure. We sell them for $3 a dozen. I know, farm fresh, free range eggs, $3 a dozen. We're not trying to make a killing on them. We understand times are tough, and it just pays for the food and the chicken feed and the labor that goes into taking care of these chickens, which is basically me and my dad. And my wife, sorry, I'll include her as well. And just going out there and changing the bins and stuff and cleaning out the houses. So we're not looking to make a whole lot of money on it. We're just trying to cut things and make things even. Plus, it's an awesome tax write-off. So we charge $3 a dozen. And then if for a while, if the refrigerator or the cooler, the big side-by-side cooler, starts getting a little egg heavy, I'll take about 2 dozen eggs out, and I'll put them in the air fryer for 280 for 22 minutes. And I'll hard boil them. Oh, it's so easy to do that. So easy. So awesome. That hair fryer. You don't have to deal with the water. You know how long the temperatures be going on. If the water's hot, if it's water. No, just stick them all in the air fryer. You can get about 2 dozen in a little tray. Hit 280 for, I put 21, 22 minutes, depending on, some eggs are big, some eggs are little. It's like a steak. You want to cook a steak a little bit longer. You want a thin steak, you don't cook as long. Once they come out, they peel real easy. I mean, it's magic. And my wife and I make deviled eggs. Now, when we make deviled eggs, we do mustard, a little bit of mayo, and then I'll dice up some jalapenos and stick them in there. But what's the one thing that you top hard-boiled eggs with? And everyone does it. And my wife says, we just do it for color. There's no taste to that. Everyone puts on paprika. And, recipes call for paprika. And then if you actually put paprika, if you're watching me on the video here, if you put paprika in your hand and do, the lick test in your palm, you're like, it tastes like something, but I don't know what it is. Well, right now, I came across this article to kind of break up that myth of what paprika actually is. It's commonly used as a cooking spice, but some people are only learning about what paprika is actually made from. Described as having a very subdue and sweet spiciness. The red spice is usually added to pork, chicken, and other beef stews. You can put it on your meal if you wish to have other flavor. Thank you, Rooster. Appreciate that. But some cooks have no idea how to use it. One Reddit user said, "What does paprika actually do?" While others confess to only using it, only learning. Here I go. This is where I have dyslexia, people. By the way, I have dyslexia. So when I read words too fast, I start flipping letters around. So if you hear me stumble and you're like, "Oh, you can't read," now fuck you. I have dyslexia and I have a hard time reading. So so go piss up a rope and hopefully it'll land on your face. So they confessed they only just learned from what it's made from. They said, I learned that paprika was made from red peppers. A statement from the BBC Good Farms reads, paprika is a spice made from dried sweet peppers ground into a fine powder, a spice that's central to Hungarian cuisine. Paprika is made by drying a particular type of sweet pepper, grinding them into a fine powder, into a fine, rich red powder. Commenting on this revolution, one user said, I thought paprika was made from paprika. Another user added, in Germany, red pepper is paprika. So it wasn't a big surprise to me, is what this person said. The third person said, paprika, the spice, is not made from what the Americans think as a bell pepper. Rather, instead, it's made from a variety of a chili pepper. So now you know. If you want to know exactly what paprika is, there is an actual pepper, a red sweet pepper that's called paprika, I guess, in Germany. And they just dry it out, grind it up, and then boom, you've got paprika powder. And then you get smoked paprika. You get that going. I know some recipes ask for that, and I agree. Sometimes, you need a little bit of smoke in there. Now, in this guy's head, talking about weirdo technology, this guy is part cyborg, and I use that term very loosely. He was born colorblind, and, well, hold on, let me see. Before I start assuming all this stuff, a cyborg who was born colorblind drilled a hole in his head, and now he hears colors. Neil Harbison listens to Picasso paintings and sees colors in Mozart's symphonies. For him, music is color, and music. For him, color is music, and music is color. I'm going to switch to camera 4. Don't forget, for every podcast, we do have a matching video. You can see this in real time. You can see what Mr. Neil looks like here. You ever seen those fish, like in cartoons and stuff, or like Finding Nemo? The fish that are way, way down deep inside of the depths of the ocean, and they have that ball or that thing that comes up over the head and hangs in front of them and creates their own light. That's exactly what this guy has coming out of the top of his head. So if you're looking out there, he looks like he's got issues. But still, out of the top of his head, he's got this cable with maybe a camera on top of it, I guess. But it allows him to hear colors. Until nearly 2 decades ago, Neil Harbison Harbison saw the world in black and white and gray due to his this is word's too big for me. So hold on. How do we say this word? Pronounce. How do we pronounce this word? Pronunciation. Here we go. So I'm going to turn this up so we can hear it. This is what he has. It's achromatopsia. So let's see. What is it?
Achromatopsia.
One more time.
Achromatopsia.
That's what he has. But everything changed when he got an electric eye, or an eyeborg, implanted into his skull. Now he can perceive colors, but not by seeing them, but hearing them. Recognized by the Guinness World Book of Records of the official cyborg artist, Harbison demonstrates the transformative power of technology. So there he is again. He looks so weird with this thing coming out of the top of his head. Excuse me. A cyborg is being recently enhanced by computer implants and mechanical body parts. Spain-based Harbison, he's from Spain, became a cyborg to overcome his color blindness. For the past few years, he's been able to hear visible and invisible wavelengths of life. Like an antenna sensor implanted in his head, he translates different wavelengths into vibrations, which he perceives as sounds. So, first of all, let's go back to me now. First of all, is color blindness so rampant. I know 7% of all males are colorblind. I get orange and green confused all the time. But I don't need a fucking thing drilled into the top of my head and a camera sticking out of the top so I can tell the difference between an orange that's ripe and not ripe. I don't need that. I can figure it out. I'm not colorblind. I just confuse colors. That's a different story in itself. But is colorblind so bad to some people where they have to literally drill things in the top of their head and have this, scope coming out? Maybe it's a step into another direction. Hey, if we can do this is a baby step. Baby step my ass. You're going into my brain. But this is a baby step. If we can figure out how to correct color blindness, but now this guy can hear sounds or hear colors, it would drive me crazy. When you close your eyes at night and you get whatever you're blacked out, what does that sound like? Yeah. But other colors, that would drive me insane. It would be a complete sensory overload. Every time you look at a color, your brain would go, he said he hears vibrations or feels vibrations. One of the two. So he's like, I know. Riveting show you got there, Deacon. Thank you very much for everyone joining us. So yeah, is it that necessary? Like I said, maybe it's a baby step toward another direction. All right, when we come back, this little girl did something. As a child, you do something correctly and you achieve a goal and your parents want to buy you a toy. And the controversy that what toy this girl picked out and her answer for picking out this toy is just heart melting, heartwarming in itself. So stick around. We'll dive in that story when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. You want something for free? We will give you something for free, but you got to do something for me. You have to go over to ProphetRadio.com, proud sponsors of Deacon Live and all the other fine programming that comes out of this studio. And you can get yourself something under free swag. See a little free swag section right there? A little drop-down menu. Pick out what you want. There's a little magnet. There's some stickers. There's a whole bunch of different keychains and stuff. Pick out whatever prize pack you want. We'll mail it out to you. And it's not an email grab or anything like that. It's just their way of saying, hey, thanks for listening to us. We offer a little bit more coming out of the studio, so please enjoy all the things that we have to offer you. And that's over at ProphetRadio.com. Now, offering right now, it's getting into spring and summertime right now. I think the high today is 95, and we broadcast just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. And my wife and I, we've got our corn in. God damn this fucking thing. We got our corn in, we got our tomatoes in, we got a whole bunch of stuff in there. And it's one of those, my wife and I both of us are just too busy to go out there and pick every weed out of there. My dad, he's almost incapacitated. He can barely stand up for any length of time to pull, weeds or anything like that. So we just kind of let the garden be the garden. And on the weekends, we either spray or trying to do what we can. But one of the things my wife has never, ever been able to grow here in the Charlotte area is strawberries. Now, I say that because my neighbors next door, down the hill and over the woods and stuff next door to us, they have a huge 6x12 planter bed full of strawberries. You want some strawberries? No. You guys, you got a family of 6 over there. You guys eat the strawberries. My wife's like going, take some goddamn strawberries. I'm like, no, it's out of principle. We can't grow them. I don't want to take theirs. But this lady right here has a nice bouquet of strawberries on her front porch. And for the longest time, she couldn't figure out what was happening to them. She'd see a strawberry one day and then go out and the strawberry was gone. What happened? It didn't look like a squirrel was in there. It didn't look like anyone had come by. She thought the mailman did it for a while until she put out a camera. And this is what she actually captured. Now, don't forget, for every podcast we have a matching video as well. And you can see this in real time as we're talking about it over on YouTube. You can see this video. Did I say that already? Well, I'm not paying attention to half the stuff I say. So here we go. Switch to camera 4. And you know what that is. And so here we go. Let's blow this up and we can see it and we can all be friends. Hopefully there's sound. There's a little bit of sound. So this is like a reverse door camera. It's like set in the garden looking up at the front door. And you can see on the right-hand side, she's got a whole bunch of strawberries and a whole bunch of looks like pansies and stuff and some little petunias and stuff. And this is who she caught stealing her strawberries.
Someone was stealing my strawberries.
Oh, I got to go through a fucking ad. Sorry, Sticker Mule. I know, I love you. You do me a lot of good. El Taco, all right. Skip ad. I'd like to skip ad, but I can't skip ad. Here we go.
So I set up my phone to catch the culprit.
Here it comes. Uh-oh. What was that? Look at him looking for it. It's easy. They got one. It's easily a 70-pound golden retriever. He's sniffing around. He doesn't have a collar on, so who knows where he came from. He's sniffing around the strawberry bush and grabbing strawberries left and right out of this lady's flower bed, stealing her strawberries. A video captured a dog acting as a strawberry inspector on some of the plants outside of a home has gone viral on TikTok. The clip was posted by a dog owner, Amber Bobner, under the hashtag I'm a liner away. I'm a liner away? Okay. She's gotten She's gotten over 496,000 views since she posted it on June 22nd. The message overlaid says that someone is stealing my strawberry, so I set up a phone to capture the culprit. The footage shows a dog sniffing around some plants and flowers near the bottom of some steps outside of her home. The canine appears to be a Labrador retriever, according to the hashtag shared on the post. Duh. The pup sticks his nose in and out of the leaves, apparently nibbling on some of the strawberries before taking off. Now, the dog's apparent inability to resist strawberries could be due to genetics, according to the Cambridge University in an article they posted in May of 2016. The study published in Cell Metabolism found out that some Labradors have a mutation in their DNA that can be predisposed them to weight gain. Eleanor Raffin, a co-author of the study, said that there is some hardwired biology behind the persistent seeking food behavior of these animals. Among the dog's breeds which data has been reported, retrievers were found to have the greatest documented obesity prevalence and has been shown to be more food motivated than any other breed. The study also found out that a deletion of the I got to do this one again, so let's find out what this word means. So many big words on the show today. Come on, catch up. Pronunciation. And it's pro and then this word. So here we go. Let's find out what this word is. Do not give me a fucking ad. I would swear I'll kill you. Here we go. Are you going to say it?
Opiomelanocortin.
Oh, God. Let's say that again.
Opiomelanocortin. Opiomelanocortin.
That's what they have. Or it's also shortened as POMC gene. Was associated with an increased body weight and food motivations in Labrador retrievers, as well as closely related flat coat retrievers. So there's a reason why your dog, if you've got a golden retriever out there, all right, go back to me now. There's a reason why your golden retriever is fat. It wants food. There's a mutation gene. You know, we've had these dogs for, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions of years, and, we domesticated them and stuff. But one of the things is that there are mutations. I mean, there's a reason why bulldog nose is flat. There's a reason why French dog is small. There's a reason why Labradors are big, fat. Oh, he's healthy. He's healthy. And then he can't stand up for a while. But there you go. So Labrador was stealing the strawberries. So there you have it. All right, when we come back, this lady just wanted to check into an adult hotel for some peace and quiet and to relax. And what is it? Live, laugh, love. I want to be, Tuscany and in Italy. I just want to relax at this adult-only hotel. And she got a little bit more than she bargained for. She should have checked the areas surrounding her. And I'll dive in that story when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you. Now's your chance. Still got time. Go over to profitradio.com. At the right in the middle of the page says record a message for Deacon Live. Follow the directions right there. They're very simple. It's 1, 2, and 3. Click on that. Do that. If you've got a microphone on whatever device you're listening to us on or at, you can speak clearly into it. Comes right to our inbox, and we'll play it on this podcast. If you get it in quick enough, we broadcast every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesday. If you don't get it in quick enough, we'll play it on the very next podcast as well. You can ask us anything that you want to ask us as far as, or correct me. By God, I've only been wrong once on this show. So if you want to correct me on something, oh, by the way, or be the actually guy, now's your chance to do that and go ahead and show my ass up there. Tell me what I've done wrong. Tell me what I said wrong. Or if you just want to say, man, you suck, or hey, love what you're doing. You get me through my workday. We appreciate the latter part of that, but you can do that going to profitradio.com. Now, I was going to talk about the lady in the hotel, but I forgot to touch on the story. Well, hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I got a hat on. I'm running out of control here. So, some of you people out there are morons. I'm just going to put it that way. Some of you are complete and utter morons. I wonder how you get through your day-to-day life. I wonder how you just, can't read the forest through the trees type deal. And I blame Barney. I blame Barney the dinosaur for everything that's wrong with you people out there. And when I say you people, like millennials, Barney has taught us nothing but instant gratification. Everything needs to be right. Everything needs to be our way. Everything needs to be done according to, this. So when you grow up and you have that expectation and you get older, you're like going, well, this isn't, what I was taught as a child. Sesame Street was the best thing for children. They taught about diversity. They taught about, letters, numbers, and all the different things in between. They're starting to get on that woke culture now. They've got they have autistic, puppet out there. They've got, gay people on there now, and I don't know if they're losing their audience, but still, it all depends on what you're bringing up, and what you're teaching kids now is going to affect them later on. So this woman right here, I guess, was watching Barney a little bit too much, because she went out and said that she's never been catfished by an actual item that she bought from a store. She read the box. It says, and now it's hot out there. God knows I went for my 3-mile walk today, and I think that I went out there about 10:30. It was already 92 degrees. I'm dying. Dying. You can hear me dying here. But this woman right here says she should have paid more attention when she buys this inflatable pool at a Five Below store. And I guess Five Below is like everything in the store is $5 or below. So let's see before we dive into this video. Well, let's talk about let's talk about her first before we make fun of her. A Five Below customer believes that she was catfished by a product she bought at a store and took to TikTok to air out her concerns. Of course, because that's what people do. I want instant gratification of what I did was right, and I was not wrong. I'm not a moron. According to this, you are a moron. In a viral video that has racked up over 5 million views as of Monday morning, user Crystal Rivera, also known as Being Crystal _ explain how she thinks she got duped by the retailer. All right, because they're so smart out there. She says, and I quote, "So I thought I was getting this for my kids to sit outside on the patio and have some fun." As she spoke to her viewers, she showed the box of the item that she purchased. It had a photo of an inflatable item and a description that read, "Inflatable Pool Cooler." Still, Riviera believed that the item should have been big enough for her and her 2 children to use as a swimming pool. I thought it was going to be bigger, she said. Like those plastic pools you see outside at Walmart. Ultimately, the woman concluded that the inflatable item she purchased was more of a pedicure spa than a blow-up pool for kids. She showed off the clip, the small pool inflated, while sitting it on the floor. Her viewers thought it should have been obvious when the product was not meant to be used for children. It says it right on the package. So here we go. Hold on there, Mija. We'll get you here. So hold on. Let's start at the beginning of the video, and I'm going to switch the camera forward so you can see this in real time as she's talking about it here. And don't forget, for every podcast we do have a matching video. Hold on there, mija. So for every podcast we do have a matching video, you can see this in real time. So here she is. She's got this box in her hand. It's a blue box, and right here on the front, are we on the right camera? Yeah. Right here on the front, it says, blow this up so it's a little bit bigger. It says Inflatable Pool Cooler. And let's see what she has to say.
So I thought I was getting this for my kids to sit out in the patio and have some fun. My kids are small, 2-year-old, 5.
And it's a circle. It's a circle like raft, not raft, but it's a circle raft. It looks like like an inflatable pool. But
I thought it was going to be bigger, you know, like those plastic pools that you see outside of Walmart.
Like I said. So she pans over to it. It's probably about 2 foot wide, probably 1.5 feet deep. You know what it is? It's on the box. Inflatable. Okay, got that part. Check that off. It inflates. Pool. All right. Cooler. It's a cooler that's inflatable. You fill it up with ice and put all your drinks in it. Or one child. That's it. She didn't read. Oh God. That's really small.
This is a pedicure pool.
Oh yeah, it's not. Oh, I take that back. Hold on. I know. Shut up. Let's go back to me.
Out in the patio.
Shut up. It's even smaller than I thought. It is approximately maybe 1.5 feet in diameter. It's like 10 to 12 inches tall. It's small. It's a portable cooler. Read the box, lady. It should have some kind of directions or somewhere on there. Actual size. Or it will say something stupid like, picture on the box is not actual size of the pool. You know, something stupid like that, like you see on Dorito bags. Size of the chip is not actually, it's only inflated to show the texture of the actual chips. That type deal. I blame Barney. Now, something I won't blame Barney on, but I'll blame society. I will. I'm going to jump up on this soapbox. Let me get all the soap out of it real quick. Put it in the inflatable cooler real quick. As I do this, I'm going to blame society on this next story because you can say what you want and it's going to deal with genders. It's going to deal with, gay, lesbians. It's going to deal with color. It's going to deal with races. It's going to deal with all that. And this girl, young girl, had the perfect answer for what happened. We all need to take note from this girl. A 2-year-old girl shuts down a rude cashier, and her mother couldn't be more proud of what she actually said. Kids say the darndest things these days, but more wisdom comes out of their mouth because it's more common sense than most adults. When it comes to little 2-year-old Sophia, she sure knows what it's all about. And that happened when her mom took her to the toy store to choose out a toy for being a good girl and learning how to use the potty successfully. Where was my thing? Where was my toy for not shitting on the floor? Mom, Dad, where's my toy? Sophia went into the store and picked out according to Brandy Brenner, Sophia's mom and her daughter, who wants to be a doctor when she grows up. Good for her. 2 years old, wants to be a doctor. Sophia chose out a doctor doll. Of course, it was not surprising by her mom, but what the surprise was, what the cashier at the store said to her. Scroll down. Sophia had not just chosen a doctor doll, but this particular doll was black. Neither Brandy nor Sophia ever thought about her choice until the cashier mentioned it. So there you go. The mom and the daughter didn't even think about the color of the doll. Just, it was a doctor doll. That's what she wanted. Great. Let's go check out. Let's go jump in the pool. The cashier looked at Sophia's choice. Oh God. I think I got a movie there. Of the doll and asked her, Are you sure that you want this certain doll? Insisting that they had other dolls available to her that looked more like Sophia did. Brandy heard the cashier say this, but she doesn't look like you, the cashier says. We have a lot of other dolls that look more like you, but before the mother could get a word in, the little smart little daughter took the words right out of her mouth. According to her, the mom, Sophia, simply replied in the most perfect way when she was told about the cashier's response. The little girl, Sophia, said, "She does look like me. She's a doctor, like I'm a doctor. I'm a pretty little girl, and she's a pretty little girl. See her pretty hair? See her stethoscope?" Thankfully, the cashier did not say one more word other than, "Okay," which was probably for the best for Brandy, who was not impressed with her in the least. So after posting this story on Facebook, so can you imagine that? See, the girl, 2 years old, I want to be a doctor. Okay, let's go pick out a doctor doll. Okay, I'm going to pick this one. Okay, let's go. Everything's wrong? Everything's good? No, everything's good. Yeah, everything's fine. Cashier, little white girl, that is a black doll. Do you want that? What are you going to do with that black doll? Don't you want something that looks like you? Sophia goes, at 2 years old, she says, "Oh, foolish cashier person. This doll looks exactly like me. I want to be a doctor. This doll is a doctor." I don't know why why it's a male, but and this doll has beautiful hair. I have beautiful hair. It has a stethoscope. I have a stethoscope at home. This doll completely represents me. You, on the other hand, bring color into this situation. Cashier goes, "Okay." And out Sophia goes. And, you know, there's a lesson there somewhere to the cashier. There's a lesson there somewhere where, hey, look, you know, they always say, you know, racism isn't taught or like, you know, racism is learned. It's not, you know, it's whatever it is, you know, you're not born with racism. It's taught to you. And little simple things like that where, you know, if it was any other choice or anything like that, someone maybe the child was maybe a little bit older would have gone, maybe I do need to have something that's like me and not like you because I don't like you type deal. And that's where it starts. And then we get into, you know, race wars and all that stuff. I know. All right. Now, when we come back, I want to get away. I want to go to an adult hotel. I want to go to an adult hotel and relax and read my book. But when I checked into this hotel with this lady, me and her found out that there was a lot more going on at this hotel than we bargained for. So stick around. You're listening to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Make sure you follow us on all your social networks. And the way you do that is go to Prophet Radio, proud sponsors of Deacon Live. And let's try that again. Welcome back to Deacon Live. Make sure you follow us on all your social networks. And the way you do that is go over to ProphetRadio.com, proud sponsors of Deacon Live, and all the other fine programming that comes out of the studio. At Deacon Live or at ProphetRadio.com, you can see where it says social contacts. Click on that. It'll give you all the different links that links us to you and you to us as well. And there's also an email in there. You can email me at any time at deacon@prophetradio.com. And the reason why I give that out is because the musical artists that you hear on this show, believe it or not, they're all independent artists. You'll hear me say the name. You'll hear me say something about them. A lot of them out there, you know, they don't have agents. They don't have a network to where they can get their music out. So a lot of times they rely on promotions from Spotify, from iHeartRadio, and all the different platforms that we're on now. iHeartRadio pays my bills here. Spotify pays half the bills here, and then on down the list that it goes. So we want to make sure that you're listening. All the music that you hear here, show them some love too as well. When I say, you know, check them out at Spotify, check them out, add them to your playlist. Make sure you're doing that. These guys are tooth and nail, just like you in everyday life. They're trying to make a living. They're trying to make their way around this world to try to get their music out there and try to get their artistry out there. So we give them a platform. We enjoy all the different artists. We enjoy all the different genres that are played here on Deacon Live. We love them all. We embrace every single one of them. And we hope our audience will do that as well and embrace every single artist that you hear on the show. And you'll know that they're an independent artist because I will tell you who they are, where they're from, how to get a hold of them, and that's what you do. You go down there and you show them some love and give them a thumbs up and give them a download, a click, a like, or whatever they have there. And if you want to get your music or business on our show as well, I'm not begging or anything. I'm just giving you people that are curious about it. All you have to do is email me at any time at deacon@profitradio.com, and I will talk to you. I'm available 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. I'm available 24/7. I say 24/7. I guess that's 12/7. I got to sleep sometime. I got to eat dinner sometime. But I'd be welcome to anyone out there who wants to be a part of the show, and we welcome everyone out there. And we make a good fit. We try to make a good fit for you and try to represent you guys, your company, your business, your artists properly during the show. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. Because I was talking to one guy, and the reason why I bring this up, I was talking to one guy from South Africa. And we're chatting back and forth. We're texting back and forth. What's going on with this? What are this and that and then, and we're going back and forth. And when we were done with conversation, he goes, "Everything sounds great. Let me give it to my people and so on and so forth." He says to me, the normal American, U.S. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day. Something simple like that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good time. Thank you for talking to me. Talk to you later. Have a great time. I'm trying to do all the different goodbyes and stuff or signing off. He says, "Have a great day further." And I'm like going, is this the new no worries? Because I remember no worries for a long time wasn't popular in the United States. And then surfing came around and you had people from Australia come up and go, "Hey, no worries, mate." You're watching me on the video. "No worries, mate." And then we were like, "Oh, no worries. I understand what that means. That means I don't have any worries. I don't have anything that I will have no worries. Thank you very much, Malcolm." Ezekiel, whatever your name is, from Australia. But this guy from South Africa says, "Have a great day further." And I kind of sat there and thought about that. I'm like going, a great day further. I guess up until I talked to him, I was having a shitty day. And now he said, "Have a great day further." In your mind, unconsciously, you're like going, I will have a great day further going on as I progress throughout the day. And we were talking early this morning, so I have all day, including the show, all day to have a great day further. So if you hear that out there, you heard it here first type deal. Hey, I'm the one who told you about it. Have a great day further. Now, this woman right here, I'm going to switch to camera 4. I know you're going to see all the stuff behind the scene here while I flop things around. This woman right here is not having a great day further because she booked a hotel room at an adults-only hotel for peace and quiet, but there's a problem. Now, I don't know where this hotel is at. It's from Newsweek. It's one of those modern hotels where it's a bed, some kind of freaky looking chair, the TV's on the wall, and then that's it. And when you think, I hate to say, when you think about adult only hotels, all you think about is like sex and swingers. That's all. Unfortunately, that's where my mind goes. Now, this woman right here just wanted to relax at this hotel, and this is what she got when she woke up in the morning. Here we go. Oh, I gotta turn the sound on. Sorry, Charlie. Let's go back. So she's panning around the room, and she must be on a corner or she can see two sides of the hotel. So she can look out the left-hand side and see one side of the hotel out in the, over the pool and stuff. And then the right-hand side, she can see something else. So here we go. So she looks out. Oh, this is beautiful. And then there's a hotel right next door. You can see a big seawall in between the two. It's got it looks like a water park. It's a family-oriented hotel next door. They've got slides, they've got corkscrews, they got, water, they got, everyone's out there screaming and yelling, and kids are yelling and screaming. And then she's like going, okay, but wait, it gets worse. She scrolls in, they got like the tubes and stuff. Then she scrolls over to this other hotel next to them. And I don't know if this is a gay resort, but there's a lot of men in the pool on the other side of this wall. And see, it says the aphrodisiac. I'm trying to read the thing. Pool bar, something like that. But there's a whole line of guys in a pool, and one guy standing on top of on the deck there, and they all had pool noodles in their hand, and they're swinging them around like it's some kind of geriatric workout thing. So, woo! And they're slapping the pool noodles, and they're dancing, and they're doing all that stuff. So she might have. Hold on, let's go back to me now. All right. Thank you, Fox and Friends. Got it. Thank you. So she booked this adult-only hotel, but unfortunately, next door was an all-inclusive, not all-inclusive, a family-oriented with pool slides and corkscrews and water slides and all that stuff. And then she looks over to the other side, to the left. She sees like all these. It looked like a gay hotel. All these men are in the pool and they're slapping pool noodles around, some kind of phallic dance that they're doing. They got techno music playing, and she's like going, "I just want to read. I just want to read a book. I just want to lay out by the pool and relax and not have any." Go somewhere else, lady. Go find somewhere else. I don't know what you found, where you found this hotel. Hotels.com. Maybe get your money back. All right, when we come back, this woman right here wanted to get away too, and she was on a plane, and they asked that simple question when you're in the exit row, and her answer to the question got her thrown off the plane in handcuffs. So stick around. We'll dive in that story when we come back. So stick around. You'll listen to Deacon Live right here on Prophet Radio. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Deacon Live. We'd love to hear from you, and the way you do that is to be podcast famous. Go to prophetradio.com. Right there in the middle of the page, it says send a recorded message to Deacon Live. Follow the instructions. Click 1, 2, 3. You can be anonymous if you want. We just want to hear from you. You can say anything you want. You can talk about the show. You can talk about me. You can talk about any of the articles that I've gotten right or wrong, which is rare. But we'd love to hear from you as well. You can be on the show. You can just say, happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Whatever like that. You can give shout outs on there. But let's keep it to under a minute. You know what I mean? I've gotten some that are like 5 minutes long. I'm like going, I can't even cut this up and figure out what the hell you're talking about. And speaking of talking about, and if you refer to something that, you know, we've got over, I think our archive goes all the way back to 2017, 2016. If you want to comment, and I get this all the time, and I wish I could play them, but I just don't know what you're talking about because I want you to be part of the show, and I'd like to interact with you, is, you know, give me a reference. You know, I got one the other day. It says, hey, the goat that's on the other side of the fence is not his fence, and the goat's on the wrong side, and it's got a tag on it with the owner on it. And that's all I get. And I'm like going, what are you talking about? Give me the name of the show because you're listening to it. Just give me the name of the show. I'll go back through the archives and find out what you're actually talking about. If you were to go on, hey, the show, you know, whatever it was, you were talking about this. What did you mean by this? I know. It's that easy. But, you know, we want you to be on the show with us and alongside of us here in the studios. Now, this woman right here, I don't know if she was going to an adult-only hotel, but she was taken off the airplane in handcuffs because she refused to do her exit row duties. She says, I'm going to save myself. The entire plane was also forced to deboard as well. So let's dive into what actually happened in this story. And I got a video for it as well. So if you're not watching this over on YouTube, now's a great chance to go over there. Make sure you subscribe. It's just another media source for you to listen to us and enjoy the Deacon Live podcast. So here we go. Sitting in the exit row on a flight comes with an extra legroom and extra responsibility. One passenger seated in the exit row aboard a Frontier flight, oh God, Frontier, the trash pandas of the air, admitted she would be unwilling to assist others in case of an emergency. Her refusal, which was caught on video, quickly escalated and disrupted the plans for everyone on board. The woman was taken off the plane in handcuffs after she refused to agree to perform the exit row duties while sitting in the exit row. The unidentified woman, whose tantrum was captured and posted on TikTok, caused a stir after she allegedly claimed that she would only save herself in event of an emergency despite sitting in the exit row. All right, there, selfish lady. Let's find out what's going on with you. For those unfamiliar with air travel, all four of you, or anyone under the age of 16, The exit row of most aircrafts, I'm not going to get into that. If you don't know what an exit row is, you'll learn. As soon as you get on it, they'll tell you. The Frontier flight, listen to this, departing from Charlotte Douglas International Airport in North Carolina, right up the road from us, like just an hour up the road from us. That's the actual airport that we flew to from to Vancouver in. Same airport. Oh, God, if this woman was on my flight, I would have given her the what for on that. So, but it's Frontier flight. We don't fly. We don't fly Frontier. A woman seated in the exit row reported to refuse to comply with the exit row instructions before Tia began filming. So Tia is the person who put this on TikTok. Oh my God, I'm not going to save anybody. If something happens, I'm going to save myself, the woman can be heard declaring in the video. Her proclamations were overheard by a flight attendant who approached her. Although the woman claimed that she was only joking, she refused to give a verbal yes in compliance with the exit row requirements. Now, I don't know if you know this. If they ask you and you shake your head, it's kind of like at going to the drive-thru and they go, is there anything else? And you just shake your head no. No, they need a verbal yes. We need a verbal yes, I will, or whatever it is. No, I do not. The woman, who also refused to change her seat or deboard from the plane, which quickly resulted in a heated exchange where the woman became unruly, even spitting out racial slurs at one of the flight attendants. Oh my God, here we go. Please, people, keep your shit together. Well, I mean, that's what happens on those low-budget planes. You get low-budget people. So Tia provided a more in-depth explanation of the incident in a follow-up video, claiming the woman had demonstrated a fierce attitude, quote unquote, at the entire time she was aboard the aircraft. This may have been her first flight, her first time in the exit row. Wait, it's nice up here. Can I get some more peanuts, please? Tia acknowledged she did not understand or did not realize or wants to understand that the flight attendant has to give a verbal yes from everyone. So here we go. Let's find out what Tia's traveling with Tia 23 is where this video comes from. I'm going to blow it up nice and big and large and we can see it. I'm going to switch to camera 4 so we can all see it and all be friends and make fun of this woman. So here she is. Don't give me a video.
Hey y'all, see what travel with Tia, and a lot of y'all have asked for a background story on what is happening here.
Oh, I can't hear what she's saying.
What's going on.
So the flight attendant is standing in the exit row. She is a black woman, and the three women that she's talking to are three black women as well. So you can go ahead and say, you know what, race is out of it. Let's just eliminate that right off the get-go. So here we go.
This lady right here, when she first got on the plane.
Well, I can't understand what she's saying. So they're not arguing. She's calmly sitting back and forth, discussing. Now they bring on the head the head lady on the plane, and she's an older white woman. And oh, you don't want to do that when Miss Righteous sitting in her seat here.
And I'm not sure if the flight attendants heard that or not, but
I can't hear you, Tia. You've got a horrible thing. So the three of them are laughing in the exit row. I can't believe this. She's eating her corn nuts. She's like, why are you picking on me? Can I move somewhere else? And she's like, come on, bring in the security guards. The black woman is, I didn't do nothing. I'm just doing this. I can't hear what she's saying because Tia's talking over it.
Verbal yes, because she thought shaking her head was sufficient and didn't realize or didn't want to realize why she had to give a verbal yes. And at that point, she started getting an attitude with the flight attendant calling her outside her name.
So she started getting a verbal attitude and you can see the police coming on the plane right here.
Attitude with the flight attendant calling her outside her name. And then when the other flight attendant tried to come her.
All right, everybody.
In the process,
off the plane.
She also got called out of her name. So at that point, that's when the flight attendant said, you know what, you have to get off this flight. And that's when
the police came on. I know her, it's muffled.
When she refused,
and they brought her off onto the tarmac and put her in handcuffs. And she's got listen, this is so, I don't want to say typical. She's got a shirt on that says God in bright gold letters. God. This heavy set woman. She's got spandex pants on.
Came to get her off, but she said no. So
Nope.
At that point, the police came and got her, and we had to.
Oh, they got her in the double handcuffs. That's you know how they put one handcuff on, and the other one won't fit the other arm, so they kind of loop the two together and put another handcuff on her. That's what they got her. They got her. You've got to, joking or not, come on, people. I know 9/11 happened a long time ago, but you got to take this stuff serious. Understand, you know, you're read the room. You know, this is not a time for you to be arguing on a plane. Just go, yes. But maybe she's got a problem with authority. You know, her generation, and she looked like an older woman, probably in her late 60s and stuff, probably has a problem with authority. But I don't understand it because you have sister talking to sister type deal. You know, hey, we're all one people. Let's get on this plane. Let's behave so we can take off and land wherever we're going to land, right? Type deal. Now, this woman right here almost didn't land. You ever seen those stunt pilots for like Red Bull and stuff? It's always like a one-seater plane, and it's got that little bubble glass that goes over the top of it. This woman right here, she's a stunt pilot, a professional stunt pilot. Her name is Noreen Melkumjan, Melkumjan. She is a professional stunt pilot, and she took off just on a regular flight and stuff, and we're still watching this video. And some of you are going to say, nope, no way. So here she goes. Hold on, let me pause it. So she takes off, and she's got the camera in front of her. You've seen it a million times where the camera's in front of her, and she's got that wide open glass dome over the top of it that's protecting her. And you can see it's beautiful sky. It's a beautiful day. You know, 1031 Charlie, exit runway 4. She takes off. She's young. She's probably mid-30s. Got enough hours to fly by herself. And here she goes. Let's see if there's audio on this. Oh, yeah. No, there's music. So she takes off. She's probably 200-300 feet, 600 feet. She's flying around. Just beautiful day. Beautiful day. All of a sudden, bam! Her cockpit opens. The latch that covers that glass bubble was not secure, or the latch broke. And here she is, you know, 11,000 feet in the air, 10,000 feet in the air. She did not high enough to have a mask on. You ever seen the fighter pilots? She doesn't have a mask on, so she's still within that flight zone. And the bubble, that glass bubble, talk to me, Goose, talk to me, comes off, and now she's flying at 160, 180 miles an hour. I don't know how fast these planes go, but now she's trying to deal with that and trying to land the plane at the same time. So she's backing everything off, trying to keep her eyes and mouth closed, eating bugs, slows the plane down long enough so she can land, flies over the cornfield and stuff. She's looking for the runway. Her face is just rippling because of the wind, and then lands it. Boom. That could have been catastrophist. And if you want to see any of these videos, make sure you go over to Prophet Radio. Actually, go over to YouTube, and for every podcast we have a matching video for this as well, and you can see her in real time. Look at her. She's like, holy shit. Fuck, shit. I'm done. I am never going to do that again. I know. Thank you very much. And you can see that video in real time over on YouTube, the DeaconLive podcast YouTube video. All right. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us this week, being a part of the show. I'm going to let you get back to doing what you got to do. My name is the Deacon, saying good night and good night.
Oh, no.
Oh, that way. Sorry. Wrong camera.
Wait. Come back.
This is the end. The absolute end.
Écoute-moi.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Trying. Sorry. Talking. Everything drains. Big cobweb back here. All right, guys. Take care.